only on CBS 2 News, the station of the people.
Lydia DeLuca wins the lottery on the season finale of That's Life, CBS Saturday.
Good morning.
Fancy meeting you here.
Yeah, we've kind of been like ships, haven't we? I came upstairs to check on you last night when I got home, but you were sound asleep.
Nothing new about that.
I am making pancakes on a school day.
And I'm fine with coffee.
Okay.
Want no lecture about the importance of a hearty breakfast?
Jen, I'm not going to get into an argument with you this morning. I know that you went to see Craig.
Bet you filled you in all the details, didn't he?
We're having pancakes for breakfast?
On a school day of all things.
Of course, if that's okay with you.
It's more than okay, it rocks.
Good, because this is kind of a special occasion.
Yeah, sure is. You haven't been home for breakfast in, Mom?
Well, I guess the cat is out of the bag. It's official. I have accepted Craig's proposal. We're engaged. Look, I know you guys aren't exactly excited about me getting married so soon again, but
But it doesn't matter, does it? Because you're gonna do it anyway, right?
Craig is going to be a wonderful stepfather. Once you get to know him,
Oh, just save it, Mom.
Jennifer, I am still your mother. I will not tolerate
You know,
that
you can
kind-
be Mrs. Montgomery for all I care, but you're not my mother, not anymore.
You owe me $31,974.27. Pay up. I'll take it in cash.
Good morning to you, too. Extremely round number. How did you arrive at that?
Oh, let's see. Rows of pave diamonds in an antique platinum setting with a pink square-cut diamond in the center. From what my jeweler friend tells me, that's worth just about $31,000.
Is this an appraisal of the ring I gave Barbara?
Oh, how many other rings did you buy with my money?
None.
You really are something, you know that? I gave you that insurance money to save your kid's life, not to buy jewelry for that.
Careful, you're speaking of my betrothed.
Your gravy train, you mean. Now cough up the cash, Craig, or I will derail you and your whole sorry little scam.
Well, there's no need to go to all that trouble, Carla. You jealous? We can take it from there.
Dr. Michaels.
Hello, Jeff.
Oh, I'm glad I got a chance to talk to you. How's Julia doing?
Not too well, I'm afraid. Was there some reason you didn't come to see her yesterday?
I was busy.
I thought we had an agreement.
Yep, we do, but I missed a lot of work when we were trying to get Julia squared away. I need to make that up.
Yeah, I understand that, but Julia had a particularly difficult day yesterday. She was very agitated, you know, still reacting to that woman showing up here.
Carly Tenney.
I need to ask you something. Is it true that you and Miss Tenney were having a romantic relationship? Because if you were, I think you can understand why this might have had an adverse effect on your wife.
It was a misunderstanding.
Not according to the nurse or the patients who witnessed it. It was a very serious situation. This Carly person talked her way in here after visiting hours and attacked Julia physically.
Carly was upset.
And Julia's in the hospital. I mean, if this is the way this woman operates, I can understand why Julia's been pushed to the edge.
So you're saying Julia's worse than she was before?
She's very shaky, fearful. I realize you feel compelled to make immediate changes in your life right now.
I promise you I'd give you 2 weeks, Doctor. I'm trying to do that.
Okay, we'll take you in.
Oh, Julia, what is it? Oh, that's my husband. I didn't know he was coming, or I would have fixed my hair. Is it okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Hi. Oh, I've missed you so much. Where have you been?
I'll leave you two alone to visit. But Julia, please remember you have group in just a few minutes with Dr. Sanders.
Yeah, I'll be there. Hi.
How have you been?
Okay, I guess.
That's your hubby?
Yes. Yes, this is Jack.
He's cute. No wonder you got pregnant to hold on to him.
I hope they're upping her medication. I can't believe she said that.
You told her you got pregnant to hold on to me?
Are you kidding me? I have said 2 words to that girl, if that. This Trudy, she's a little out there, you know? You would not believe some of the elaborate hallucinations these people have.
Right, she just had that particular hallucination when she saw me.
Well, I don't know why. You know, the next time she sees you, she's probably going to be claiming she's Calvin Coolidge. Jack, what are you thinking about?
Nothing, forget it.
Oh, come on, tell me.
I was thinking of the day you told me you were pregnant.
That was a beautiful day, wasn't it?
Eventually, I guess, after we argued. But when you first told me, I was thrown because we both decided that we weren't going to have kids right away. And after I thought we were being so careful...
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
You were on the pill, so it really didn't make much sense. You said you forgot to take it.
Because I did. Why are you going on and on about this?
I didn't mean to upset
like you don't trust me.
I didn't mean to upset you.
Well, you did upset me. I mean, you used to believe me. You took me at my word, and now you're going to believe the babbling of some crazy person instead of your own
I
wife?
never said that I didn't believe you.
Even if I did what you were suggesting, why on earth would I share that information with one of my fellow inmates? Jack, why do you want to ruin our time together? You know, we haven't even seen each other since you went to find out what happened to Carly. Oh, it always comes back to Carly.
Leah, calm down.
No! You went to see her and she put these ideas into your head.
This has nothing to do with anything that Carly said or did.
Oh, like I believe that.
Carly! She never wants to see me again. It's over, Julie. Really over.
Oh, you are so wrong. Carly will never give you up. She will see me dead before she lets you go.
When it's you against a migraine headache, you can't play nice. But now, there's Motrin Migraine Pain. It gives you the speed and power you need to show your migraine headache who's boss. Motrin Migraine Pain Caplets. For people who don't fool around with pain.
Your superstars have been pounding the gridiron all afternoon. What are you going to do to tame your team's appetite for success, for fame, for dinner? How about something worth cheering for? Double cheese pizza from Hamburger Helper. With delicious cheddar and mozzarella toppings and lots of hearty tomato sauce. All the stuff that brings a team together. 3 cheers for you. Double cheese pizza, one of the 3 latest and greatest flavors of Hamburger Helper from Betty Crocker.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of the special kind of clean we quilt into every sheet of Quilted Northern.
Black tissue doesn't have it.
All that quilting leaves you feeling clean.
Squeaky clean.
Quilted Northern for a quilted clean. Colgate Total announces a new arrival. New Colgate Total Plus Whitening. The same 12-hour protection as Colgate Total, only whiter.
I could dance all night back then. So I was thrilled when my oldest grandson wanted to follow in my footsteps. But before our first lesson, I had a heart attack. I needed to lower my cholesterol.
How will you take care of your high cholesterol and heart disease?
I tried diet and exercise, but it was still too high. So I asked my doctor about Zocor. He told me Zocor, along with diet, can really get your cholesterol down. And Zocor's proven to significantly reduce the risk of heart attack among people with high cholesterol and heart disease. Now my cholesterol is right where it should be.
Zocor is a prescription medicine and is not for everyone, including women who are nursing, pregnant or may become pregnant, or people with liver problems. Your doctor may do blood tests to check for liver problems. Because serious side effects can result, tell your doctor about any muscle pain or weakness you experience and about any medicines you are taking. For more information about Zocor, talk to your doctor.
Be good to yourself. It's your future. Be there.
When it comes to crime solving,
I wouldn't say solved, I would say helped out a little.
The doctor's always on call.
Want to find out what happened?
A Diagnosis Murder Mystery, CBS tonight.
Our weight loss plan gets into high gear. Don't miss out this week on The Early Show.
Look, I know that you are angry with me, but I also know that you think that Craig is the reason that your father and I divorced.
So, good old Craig told you all about our conversation, did he?
Yes, he did, and I'm glad that he did. Jen, honey, I want this to work, but I am not going to marry Craig if I cannot be your mother. I know that you object to this marriage right now, but you will.
So does Bryant.
Have you guys ever considered the fact that perhaps we are happy? That Craig makes me happy, and I make him happy, too. Have you thought about that?
Do I have to call Craig Daddy?
No way. Honey, your dad will always be your dad. Craig would not try to replace him, no. You're right. This is just gonna take a little bit of getting used to, that's all.
Yeah, and how's that supposed to happen, Mom? You're so busy with your big romance that you haven't even sat down to eat a pizza with me and Will.
You know what? You're absolutely right about that. And effective immediately, that's going to change.
Oh, save it. Okay? You're gonna marry Craig no matter what anybody thinks, including your own children.
Daddy!
Hey, champ. How you doing?
Great. Mom's engaged and we're having pancakes.
Really?
What are you doing here, Hal?
Well, I, just had this unbelievable craving for pancakes, and I was wondering if you had enough for 4.
Of course. Of course we do.
That I'd be jealous of you is funny. That I would be jealous of you and Barbara is completely off the charts.
Stranger things have happened.
You are marrying the woman for money, Craig. That does not leave me panting with envy. Which brings us back to the money.
The 31,900 and blah, blah, blah. You know, this is an extremely accurate description of the ring. You must have been paying pretty close attention from all the way across the lounge.
My eyes just about popped out of my head. I'm so mad. You really are sleaze, aren't you? Your family's life is in great jeopardy, yet somehow you managed to hold on to enough money to finance your latest operation.
I didn't buy that ring with any of the money you gave me. All of that money went to pay off my debt and keep anyone from getting hurt. I had that ring long before I knew you or Barbara.
Well, then why didn't you hawk it to save your poor darling children?
Well, it wouldn't have raised nearly enough. Anyway, it belonged to my grandmother. Yeah.
I hate it when you do that.
What?
When you tell the truth. It's completely out of character. It is the truth, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. My father's mother. Everyone else in the family thought she was scandalous, but I loved her. I think she kind of liked me, too. Gave me my first sip of brandy, taught me never to draw to an inside straight. When she died, she left me the ring.
And you're using the ring to convince Barbara that you're on the level.
Well, what am I supposed to do? No? No. Now, why don't you tell me what's really bothering you?
What's bothering me is that all I have to my name is the money Lucinda Walsh gave me to rat you out, and I am watching my bank account dwindle week after week.
I know the feeling.
And you know who got us both into this situation, do you?
No? Who?
Julia Lindsay Snyder. Horse killer.
She's gonna come here, and she's gonna attack me again, just like she did the other night.
She was
I know
angry about the horse. Why'd you even have to tell her what you did?
Well, I wanted to be honest, Jack. I didn't realize she would try to hurt me.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about Carly anymore. She knows I've been covering for you. She couldn't forgive me for that.
You're wrong, Jack. Carly could forgive you for anything.
No, not this. Carly's share of that horse would have been her security for life, and now it's gone. Because of us. She's had it with both you and me.
So she didn't tell the police about the horse thing?
I asked her not to. She promised that she wouldn't.
She lied, Jack. Carly always lies.
No, not about this.
Well, maybe I can make it up to her somehow. I mean, I have money. I'll just write her a check.
Forget it, okay? It's over. Carly's out of our life.
You sound so sad.
It hasn't been an easy time.
Yeah, I'm gonna work really hard to get better, Jack. You'll see. You'll see. You're gonna be happy again. I promise.
Why are there so many unmarried women in their 30s these days, Bridget?
This spring, be bold.
One has a choice. Accept defeat or not.
Be brave.
I choose not.
Be Bridget.
You're looking very sexy, James.
Renee Zellweger and Hugh Grant in the movie critics call wildly entertaining.
Ding dong.
Bridget Jones's Diary.
Bridget Jones, wanton sex goddess. Dad, hi.
Rated R. Special sneak preview this weekend. Check local listings.
By the time they reach 40, something like 40% will already have visibly thinning hair, which wouldn't be such a big deal.
Except we're women. 30 million of us with hereditary hair loss. Shocked? So were we.
Helpless? No, we're not.
Because now we know there's Rogaine. Rogaine is stronger than heredity.
Rogaine can help us keep the hair we've got.
Rogaine can regrow the hair we've lost.
So when you realize the hair on the bathroom floor isn't your husband's, remember.
There's hope.
There's help. There's Rogaine.
Well, I'm a pollen, dust, cats. He's a dog's, elm tree, mold. He's your classic mold.
Most people with allergies have indoor and outdoor ones. Among leading prescription antihistamines, only Zyrtec is FDA approved to treat indoor and outdoor allergies. In studies, drowsiness was the most common side effect. Others included fatigue and dry mouth. Most were mild or moderate. Zyrtec. That's Zyrtec. Lots of allergies, just one Zyrtec. Ask your doctor about Zyrtec and a free sample.
You live with two teenagers. Whoa, life is a zoo. And it's always feeding time. I'm sure glad I found these.
Chef Boyardee overstuffed Italian sausage ravioli and spaghetti and jumbo meatballs for bigger kids with bigger appetites from Chef Boyardee.
Comfort. It's what makes your baby happy. That's why there's Carnation Good Start, the only routine formula whose proteins are broken down to be easy to digest. They're called comfort proteins, and only Good Start has them. Carnation Good Start from Nestle.
3 kids is a lot. Mommy, mommy, mommy. That's what I start my day off with. But each day I make time for myself.
New Dove cleansing cloths with 1/4 moisturizer and vitamins A and E.
They make me feel great.
Worlds of wonder can be found, where colors jiggle and joy abounds. It seems the day is looking up. There's magic in each Jell-O cup. Jell-O gelatin makes some magic.
Well, Barbara, you really outdid yourself with these pancakes.
Thank you.
Hey, Jen, why don't you have a seat and join us?
Because I don't feel like sitting there and acting like nothing's changed.
I'm sorry you had to find out about the engagement like this.
It's okay. You see, Will, your mom is just trying to do what she believes is right for her. And I'm trying to accept that. And I think we all should.
You know, you could be the sensitive new age guy if you want to, Dad. But I'm out of here.
Out of here? It's a little early to go to school.
Yeah, well, I really don't feel like being here while Dad tells you about our little run-in yesterday.
What run-in?
Well, if you're finished, I'll give you a ride to school.
I don't have to take the bus?
Nope, go get your stuff.
Napkin, thanks.
Just so we're perfectly clear, Mom, there's absolutely no way I'm living with you and Craig after you get married. As of that point, I'm on my own. Will, you ready?
Yeah. Come on, bye, Dad.
Bye, sweetie. Have a good day. See you after school. Okay?
Bye,
See you, Dad.
Bye, Jen. Well, that could have been worse. I don't know how, but... And thank you for not adding your own diatribe to the morning.
Barbara, I think we have to start working together a little bit more, especially for Jennifer's sake.
What was this about a run-in?
I stopped in at Yo's bar yesterday after work. Jennifer was there playing pool with a guy she didn't even know and slugging down beers.
What are you doing here? Jennifer's meeting me.
Oh, good. Two of you are making friends.
Just like you wanted. But you're going to blow everything if you don't get out of here.
I won't be here long. I just picked up the pictures I took of you and Craig Montgomery.
Oh, well, I hoped everything was in focus because we're not going to get another shot at that guy. You invited Bryant?
I thought the kid ought to see what we're up to with his old man.
I don't think Bryant wants Jennifer to know the gory details. Maybe you guys should go talk someplace else.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. Bryant! Have a seat.
Thank you. Hey, Ruby.
Bryant, what a pleasure.
Ruby made contact with your father last night, and he seemed to take the bait quite nicely. Thank you very much.
Well, good, because we don't have much time.
Take a look at this.
Gabriel, what is this? You've got nothing here.
Hello, Jack. Dr. Hughes, I didn't know you had patients over here.
A friend. I told Julia that I would stop in every day and see how she was doing.
Oh, that's nice of you. Thanks. But she just went into group therapy, though.
Oh, well, tell her I stopped by.
I will.
You know, Jack, I'd like to express my sympathy to you, too.
What do you mean?
Well, Julia and I had a talk the other day, and she told me about the miscarriage and how much you wanted to be a father.
Really?
Well, I hope you don't think that she betrayed a confidence.
No. I'm just surprised that Julia felt so comfortable talking about it.
I was, too, and then she opened up, and, well, she said that having that baby was your dream, and she loved you and wanted to give you your dream.
My dream?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you wish that Julia hadn't been so frank with someone outside the family.
No, I'm glad she was able to talk about it. It explains a lot.
News like that kind of hits you where you live, doesn't it?
Did Julia actually tell you she killed the horse?
Oh, yes. She told me. She practically shouted it from the rooftops.
She is nuts.
Yeah. Who'd have thought that wimpy little Julia would have it in her? She ground up so many tranquilizers she could have put all of Hackensack to sleep for the winter. And she fed it to poor Flashdance right there, right in front of his police guard.
Well, I can see her going after you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, but what I can't see is why the horse? What would she possibly get from that?
Well, the logic was kind of unclear. But I gathered it was something about wanting to see me laying in a gutter somewhere without a penny to my name.
And instead, she hands you the keys to the vault. She comes from lots of money. And you have yourself a fat civil suit for damages.
No, no, I'm not suing Julia.
Well, no, of course you are. And we are going to split the settlement just like we were going to split the proceeds from the sale of the horse.
No, I am not splitting anything with you, not ever again, not so much as a ham sandwich. And I told you I am not suing Julia.
What do you mean? You could take... No. 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 No, 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 no. Don't tell me this is about Jack.
I promised Jack that I wouldn't tell the cops. And that is a promise I intend to keep, whether you like it or not.
I've always been a fighter, and I don't like to lose. So when I found out I could lose up to 25% of my bone due to menopause, you bet I was gonna fight back. I had a strong ally who prescribed Actonel, our weapon.
Actonel is a non-hormonal prescription medicine for postmenopausal women at risk for osteoporosis. Actonel can reverse bone loss and helps your bones become more fracture resistant. Only Actonel is proven to reduce spinal fractures in the very first year. You should not take Actonel if you have low blood calcium, severe kidney disease, or cannot sit or stand for 30 minutes. Follow dosing instructions carefully. Stop taking Actonel and tell your doctor if you experience difficult or painful swallowing, chest pain, or severe continuing heartburn, as these may be signs of serious upper digestive problems. Find out if you're at risk for osteoporosis. Then ask your doctor if Actonel is right for you.
By this time next year, you can have more fracture-resistant bones. Act now with Actonel.
The sun creates 4 million tons of energy per second. And for all that power to reach us here on Earth, it has to travel 93 million miles. And you know something? I don't have that much time to wait around. Unleash the power of the sun!
When you or someone you love is hospitalized, safety matters most. That's why doctors and hospitals choose Tylenol more than any other pain reliever. Tylenol. Take comfort in our strength.
What's a great way to keep a baby's skin healthy? Dial up the dryness with America's driest diapers. Huggies. The Breathe Dry system lets air flow in to help keep skin drier than any other diaper. For skin that's beautiful, smooth, healthy, try Huggies Ultra Trim diapers. Keep these cheeks dry, and you'll keep these cheeks smiling.
Every day, millions of dead cells build up on our skin, accenting wrinkles and leaving skin dry and dull. Every day, Alpha Hydrox gently lifts these cells away, defending against wrinkles and revealing moist, soft, smooth skin. Alpha Hydrox.
When the Dark Prince makes a drastic move.
Take Richard Winslow down to the palace prison.
Chaos reigns.
If anyone resists, arrest. Shoot them.
I can't leave Richard in that prison.
Now, is this any way to run a country?
Who's captured? Damn it, man, she was with you!
It all depends on what happens next.
I don't care how many men it takes. I want it back by dawn.
On Guiding Light.
DC's top cop will catch the city's toughest gangster, but you won't believe why he goes free.
He's gonna walk.
You're not just gonna let him go. Damn it!
The District, CBS Saturday.
She found me with another woman.
You play, you pay.
She also took the truck from me.
Consider it the cost of getting caught cheating.
Judge Judy.
Today at 4 on CBS 2.
a mom, I worry about spraying pesticides around my family. Then I discovered Bioganic Safety Brands. It's made with select plant oils, so it's safe around kids and pets. It kills bugs fast. Plus, it has a good housekeeping seal, which is why I trust Bioganic. Because you never know what your kids are going to get into. Bioganic Safety Brands. Putting families first.
Anytime with you, anytime we're a pair, anytime we make a memory to share, anytime you feel how much I care.
Anytime's a good time for a cinnamon roll dipped in French toast batter and grilled golden brown. IHOP Cinnamon Swirl French Toast, starting at $2.99 weekdays.
And anytime's a good time for IHOP.
Another one bites the dust. Meet the ousted survivor tonight at 5.
Gary Oldman, Jacqueline Bissett, Jeremy Sisto, Jesus, CBS Sunday.
Look, my father has been explaining himself out of pictures just like that all of my life. I expected you guys to do more than this.
Well, we did. We timed it so that I was still in Craig's suite when Barbara showed up. I gave a flimsy excuse and left. I'm sure she was very suspicious.
Ruby, no offense, but unless you were naked when Barbara walked in on you two, I guarantee you that my dad had her eating out of his hands by the time you were gone and halfway down the hall. Look, my father is a pro at getting out of difficult situations.
But is she? I mean, I take it this engagement isn't exactly popular with Ms. Ryan's family and friends.
Barbara is probably bucking everyone she knows by being engaged to my father. But she believes he's in love with her.
Perhaps this is less about love than we think, because Ms. Ryan simply be trying to save face and prove to all and sundry that there is, in fact, nothing wrong with her choice of perfect mate.
That's probably a pretty big part of it.
All we need to do, then, is prove to Ms. Ryan that your father's using her.
Look, whatever it is you're gonna do, just do it quickly, all right? My dad's pushing hard. He wants this instant wedding, so the sooner the better, all right?
How much time do we have?
Let's see, my dad's got major money problems, and Barbara has a lot of money, so you figure that out.
We'll make her move this afternoon, okay?
Good, I gotta get going. I gotta catch Jennifer before she gets to school.
Something wrong?
She's just upset about all this engagement talk, and I tried to call her last night, but she was out.
How lucky she is to have you looking out for her. We'll do our part.
Call me the minute you find something out, all right?
How are we ever going to find something more incriminating than these pictures? Fred Montgomery is on to me.
Jennifer was hanging out in a pub and drinking? What is she thinking?
She hinted she was reacting to a talk that she'd had with Craig, and he told her the engagement was on. Apparently, she thought she'd fight back by doing something she knew you'd hate.
Well, that's no excuse.
What happened? Did you back down on the prenuptial agreement?
No. Greg signed it without even a discussion.
Well, that's something, at least.
I don't want to discuss Craig with you. We will only end up in an argument, Hal.
Fine. Then let's talk about Jennifer. Did you have any idea she'd started drinking?
No, I hadn't. What is this? Are you going to blame me because she's acting out?
I thought you should know.
No, you're trying to prove to me that I have been falling down in my job as a mother and ignoring the fact that we were having trouble with Jennifer before I ever got involved with Craig.
I am not trying to blame anybody, Barbara. I know I can't stop you from going ahead with this marriage, but I am worried about our children, especially Jennifer.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to put my life on hold until the kids are grown up, Hal?
I just think that it's important that we try to present some sort of a united front.
Yes. Yes, I do too. And I do not want her moving out and living on her own.
And I will not force my children to move in with you and Craig Montgomery if they do not want to.
Oh, I see. So I have a choice here. I either abandon my children or I abandon my fiancé. So much for a united front.
I have an idea. If the kids don't want to move in with you and Craig, they can stay here with me.
Is group over?
Not quite, but Julia should be back soon.
Dr. Michaels, I wanted to ask your opinion on something.
What is it?
Well, Dr. Hughes was just here. Julia told him that she got pregnant on purpose because I'd always wanted a baby.
That's strange.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because Julia told me that the pregnancy was an accident. That she even said the same things today.
Well, do you think Dr. Hughes could have gotten the details confused?
Well, I had always begun to wonder if our marriage was a mistake when Julia told me she was pregnant. But I didn't want to run out on her and the baby. I wanted to try and make it work. But if she had been lying to me this entire time, do you really think that's possible?
It could be possible. It just doesn't change anything.
Yeah, but I'd always taken everything that Julia said at face value. Now I'm beginning to wonder if I should have.
Jack, I know you want out of this marriage, but you're still going to have
I
to
am
give
talking
Julia
about a pattern here.
a pattern that's irrelevant. Julia is ill. Obviously, her behavior is going to be inconsistent, but that's all the more reason to avoid talking about divorce until she's stronger.
Yeah. What if Julia's stronger than either of us knows? Is it possible that she could be lying to both of us? Could she be faking her ailment to keep me from leaving her for Carly?
You and Julie ought to be roommates in the loony bin. Why would you ever let Jack tell you what to do? That horse is worth millions, and you are broke. And you are not going after a legitimate claim because of some sappy promise you made to Jack.
Leave Jack out of it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you what to do. Did something happen? Has something changed with Jack?
I'm not going to get into this with you.
Well, you've already started. You might as well finish.
I told Jack again that it's over. Well, I know you want to make some snappy comeback.
No, I'm glad.
Okay, well, thanks. Kick me while I'm down.
What do you expect me to say? I've told you I think this is a good idea, and finally you take my advice and realize that Jack is wrong?
Yeah, what I did had nothing to do with what you think. Look, I hope you have a very, very happy life with Barbara. Talk about a ball and chain.
Yeah, maybe. At least I'll have the money.
You know, I used to think it was all about money, too.
You've changed?
I'm going to hold out for someone who loves me. Only me.
Well, I hope you find it.
I'm not giving up until I do.
When I had started, we could walk into the back of production and say, who's got Bill Johnson's computer? And someone in manufacturing would say, I do, Mo. And they, you know, that's got to go today. You know, I promised my firstborn that would be on a truck tonight, and they'd say it's done. And people that work at Gateway are extremely passionate about working with people and helping people.
Need help deciding? Go to thenewsteel.com.
Tell me that's not for us, Chuck.
It's not. But that is.
Whiskas Homestyle Favorites. Meals with homemade taste like you'd make. Slow cooked and sealed in the Flavor Lock pouch.
Should we save him some?
Whiskas. What cats want.
Class. Beg. Roll over. Sit. Sit. Sit.
Even the best trained pets can leave tough odors in your carpet. So get Arm & Hammer Carpet and Room Deodorizer with the power of baking soda. Look, our odor detector shows strong pet odors. Then we use Super Pet Fresh. It doesn't just cover up odors like ordinary deodorizers. See? It eliminates them with baking soda. No buts about it. If you've got pets in a carpet, you need Arm & Hammer Pet Fresh.
Fetch.
Thousands of drivers are saving money by switching to Geico Auto Insurance. I'm here with one of them.
Hello.
You don't want your identity revealed. Why?
If word got out I saved so much, people would be hitting me up for money all the time.
Ah.
You through with the milk?
Sure, of course.
I have to be careful.
Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Is somebody making Campbell's chicken noodle?
Yep, and it's all for you.
You always knew Campbell's was good. You just didn't know how good. Because now, every soothing, comforting bowl is brimming with even more golden goodness.
Wow, look at all that chicken.
Now, Campbell's Chicken Noodle has more chicken than ever, so it's even more good.
I feel much better.
I'll get us some more.
Why don't we get it together?
Campbell's good.
What?
Spend Saturday with two remarkable women on CBS. First, Lydia has just won the lottery.
I have never had this much money at one time.
One small problem.
You really need to give me that ticket.
The season finale of That's Life. Then, Kate Brasher's got attitude.
I get a ticket you're paying in your dreams.
And she's got guts.
Why don't you fire me right now?
From the people who brought you Aaron Brockovich.
Someone has to stand up and do the right thing.
Comes a new kind of hero, an all-new Kate Brasher, after the season finale of That's Life, CBS Saturday.
So, you want to buy the house for me?
Well, I just assumed that Mr. Craig Montgomery would not want to live in a shack like this one.
Actually, we haven't even talked about it, but you're probably right.
I just think it would be better for Jennifer if we kept this house. She could have her own room. She could see her brothers whenever she wanted to.
So I'm kind of backed into a corner on this, aren't I? Because I would much rather see Jen here with you than out on her own.
So what do you say?
Okay. Okay, it's a deal. You can buy the house and Jen can stay here and then you and I can decide together what's best for Will.
It's a good solution, Barbara.
Why? Because you have been in with the seller and you think you can get the house below market value?
No, because it's been really tough having Parker living with me where I am now. And because I happen to love this house.
Yeah, there are a lot of memories here. So, I'll call my lawyer and have her, draw up the contract.
I guess the closing date is pretty much up to you. When's the wedding?
Oh, we haven't set a date yet. Craig and I wanted to talk to the kids first, and now that they know, I'm sure it'll be sometime soon.
Well, you'll let me know so I can plan the move.
As soon as we set a date, I'll call you.
Can I see the ring? Looks like an heirloom of some kind.
Craig said it belonged to his grandmother.
I gotta go.
Thanks for being so, decent in front of the children today.
Barbara, you know, we've said an awful lot of angry things to each other in the last few months, but I said a few things that I meant, too. I will never stop loving you. And if you need me, I'll always be there.
Here.
Thank you.
It's called a hostile dependency. See, Julia desperately needs you to define who she is. She is the person who loves Jack. She is the person who is Jack's wife.
So you're saying that Julia doesn't have an identity of her own now?
Her sense of herself on her own is pretty much non-existent, yeah.
So what's the hostile part?
Well, no one wants to be dependent on another person for something so basic. She's furious about it, but she refuses to acknowledge it.
So she's angry at me because she needs me so much.
That's about it, yeah.
Well, if Julia is so dependent and so angry, how far will she go to hold on to me?
Hey, what are you talking about?
Fight wrinkles all day with Rock Retinol Active Pure Day. It protects against sun damage with SPF 15, and Rock visibly reduces the appearance of wrinkles by 30% in 12 weeks. Rock, we keep our promises.
Introducing the only air freshener that's a gel and spray, all in one. New Glade Duet. When an ordinary spray won't do it, Duet. When a plain old gel won't do it, Duet. New Glade Duet. It's a gel for continuous freshness and a spray for a burst of fragrance, all in one. So when nothing else will do it, Duet. The only one that's 2-in-1. S.C. Johnson, a family company. Rex and the beige carpet.
Whatever comes in. New Resolve made just for steam machines gets it out. Because now Resolve also comes in a new deep cleaning formula that's specifically made to use in all popular steam machines. Now, however big the problem, we've got you covered. Sooner or later, you'll need Resolve.
Welcome to a hot spot where pain and discomfort dwell. It's down at the end of Acid Street, the Heartburn Hotel. Well, your stomachs are burning, baby. The acids are churning, baby. You're getting heartburn all the time. Well, you change the way you're eating. You're getting exercise. You're treated for 2 days a week or more. The acid starts to rise.
Prescription Prevacid can mean 24-hour relief from acid reflux disease. Prevacid turns off tiny pumps that produce acid. It has a low occurrence of side effects, such as diarrhea, abdominal pain, and nausea. Ask your doctor if Prevacid is right for you.
So leave your heartburn behind, yeah!
I couldn't have orchestrated a bigger travesty if I had tried. We're on our way to a party at a boss's house. As usual, I had made us late. That's when it happened. I was horrified. When she rolled over, she was laughing so hard she could barely breathe. We never made it to the party.
Tonight, he's been on the run. Now Dr. Richard Kimball will find a new purpose to reunite a dying man with the woman he loves.
I've lost Jamie.
All new fugitive. Then, a mysterious fever is about to push Nash over the edge.
You're under arrest for the murder of Dr. Kent McCall.
An all-new Nash Bridges, CBS tonight.
No. Ryan,
Hey, Miss
hi.
Ryan. Hi. I wasn't expecting, usually you're at work at this time.
Oh, please, come on in. Would you like a cup of coffee?
No, thank you. I was hoping to see Jen before she took off to school.
Well, Jen left very early this morning.
Oh, all right. Well, will you just tell her that I'll call her later then?
I will. Ryan, wait, please. I know this is, very awkward. You do know about my engagement to your father, don't you?
Yeah, I knew you guys were headed in that direction. I haven't talked to my dad about it, though, yet.
Really? Well, I'm sure he wanted to be the one to break the
How's Jen
news to
doing?
you.
How's Jen doing?
Not very well. She's furious. Brian, I know that there have been problems before, but I have seen how much you care about Jennifer. And I just hope the two of you understand that that's how your father cares about me. And I need someone to be happy about this engagement.
Yeah, well, I can't be that guy. You know, my father hurt my mother very badly, and I'm sorry to say this to you, but I have a feeling he's going to do the same exact thing to you.
Well, I appreciate your loyalty to your mother, but I think I know a very different Craig Montgomery than she did.
You'll tell Jen I came by.
Grace, it's Hal. Have you got it yet? Well, listen, I know it's a drag and a long shot, but I want you to track down that second toxicology report on Winston Lowe. The results should be in by now. My feeling is they're going to point straight to Craig Montgomery if we can just get him in time.
Hi. If you need to leave a message for Jack or Julia, just wait for the beep.
What am I doing?
You forget something?
Were you expecting someone?
Not you.
Well, I wanted to make sure I didn't make things difficult between you and your fiancé.
There were a couple of tense moments, yes.
I'm very sorry.
No, you aren't.
Well, I can see he's still angry at me, so I'll go.
No. Come in, please.
Dr. Michaels, would you give Julia and me some time to talk, please?
Julie, I'll be right down the hall if you need me.
Mm-hmm. Sorry I took so long. I got a little stuck back in the session because the doctor was telling me what a good job I did. I told him it was because my husband was here.
That's good. Bob Hughes stopped by to see you today.
Oh, again? He's such a nice man.
It sounds like you found him a very easy man to talk to.
Sure. Why not?
Julia, you told Dr. Hughes that you got pregnant on purpose. That we planned it together.
No, I didn't. He must have misunderstood. I told him how much I was counting on having a baby. Why do you keep going back to this?
Because if there's one thing I never questioned about you, Julia, it was your honesty. I've always believed you. Believed in you, in your goodness.
I don't understand.
Even after you confessed about telling Winston Lowe where to find Carly, and after you admitted telling Craig that Carly was wearing a wire, I still believed you.
Well, I don't like to keep secrets. I need everything out in the open. That's why I told you all those things.
Right, but when? When did you tell me? After the damage had already been done. So, when are you going to confess about what you're really doing in this hospital?
What are you talking about, Jack? I'm here because you insisted I be here.
Right, because of your fragile mental state. To save you from being arrested. You killed that horse. But when did you tell me about it? After I told you I was leaving.
No, Jack, no. I told you after you pressed me and pressed me to tell you. You are twisting things all
And you're
around.
lying. This illness is not real. It's manufactured. Carly was right, wasn't she?
Don't you say that name to me.
No. You lied about Winston Lowe. You lied about getting David Stenbeck out of town, and you lied about your pregnancy. You have been lying to me since we got back together, haven't you? Haven't you?
Freediving is my adventure. I compete for depth. It takes an incredible amount of mental and physical strength. I have to have the right nutrition. That's my fuel. SlimFast helps me get it. I need to have a lot of energy to turn around and kick all the way back to the surface. SlimFast has vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, and other things you need for energy, and it tastes good. I have SlimFast every day. It kind of keeps you fit from the inside out.
SlimFast every day. Get healthy.
Did you know that the powerful heating medicine in Bengay increases blood flow at the site of application to help ease your aches and pains? Did you also know that Bengay's been scientifically proven to increase... It's a patch.